Hello, everybody. I just came back from my daughter's house, the one with the kids. We spent the night at her house last night, and I had a good time as always. Had a really good time. Her house is full of life, and it's really quiet over here because it's just my daughter, her husband, and their two dogs. There's no kids here except the weekend when my grandson comes over here. So I'm I'm leaving. I'm leaving my daughter's house. My son-in-law pulls up to pick me up, and I hug my daughter. She said, "Ma, you leaving?" I said, "Yeah." I hug my daughter. We get in the car, and she says she ran to the car, which was unusual. She never runs to the car when I leave. And she said, "Ma," her face was real panicked, and I looked because her face was so panicked, and she said, "Mom, when you going to Africa?" And I said, "Not until after the holidays." And her face was so sad. I said, "I'm going after the holidays." And she said, "Oh, okay." But she said, "Okay, well, give me a hug." And I get out to get her a hug. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I just hugged you. But I'm like, okay, I get out the car and I give her a hug. And the sadness in her face was just awful for me. And it reminds me that I am going back to Ghana one day. And I will be leaving my family again. And that is never easy for me. And as much as I ask God to put me in one place, one continent, one country, He hasn't done it yet. He hasn't done that yet. Whew, anyway, I forgot what I was even coming on here for. Okay, so I am going back to Ghana, and it seems to disturb a lot of people. Probably because they came into my Ghana life when I was really having a hard time. I wasn't on social media the first 3 years. And I was posting a few things like me building a store, and I posted a few things, but I wasn't really on social media like that. I am going back to Ghana. It does seem to be bothering a few people. People are speaking out about it, or they're asking questions like, "Why are you going back to Ghana?" or "Why would you go back to Ghana?" or something like that. And it's like, it's my choice. I'm not really sure why I'm going back, other than the fact that I really love Ghana. And I love Ghana. I like Mexico. I don't necessarily love Mexico, but it's a beautiful place. I do like it. But I have a love-hate relationship with Ghana, unfortunately. That's exactly what it is. And I want people to understand that it is my choice. But I also feel like I need to be there to pave the way for people who may have to come there. And that's just all I can get out of this. And eventually, I will hear from God. I will hear from the universe. I will hear from the spirit. I will know exactly what my mission and my purpose is. But I do wish that y'all would support me in whatever decisions I make, as long as I think I'm making them for the better and not really doing nothing intentionally stupid. It's always hard for me to leave my family. Mexico, U.S., when I'm in Ghana, it's hard for me to leave them. But let me talk about the people that keep saying, I hate being in the U.S. The U.S. is a very sad place to be. People are struggling here, believe it or not, more than Ghana. Ghana has a different type of struggle that they're familiar with and they're used to, and they know how to navigate and function day by day. In the U.S., you see stress. I don't see stress in Ghana. They know what they got to do. They get up, they do it, and they're done. The U.S. is stressed. Everybody seems to be stressed out about something, sad about something, hurt about something, confused about something. They're confused about it. And that's hard for me to be over here and see this. So I'm preparing to go back. after the holidays. And I do it. If God leads me to prepare the way, I will prepare the way. I have already prepared the way as far as being able to instruct people on how to get there, what they need to do to get there, where they can stay when they get there. And, I'm hoping to be able to do more than that for people who have to run away from this United States, because they're going to. People talk shit about Ghana's poor, people's poor. Why would you want to live in a poor country? Why would you want to live in a third world country? No. Why the hell would you want to live in a country where your one bedroom is $1,500, $1,800, $2,000 a month? You have people that have a family of 4 and 5 in a one bedroom because that's what they can afford. You have family of 4, 5, and 6 in a 2 bedroom because that's what they can afford. A 2 bedroom at $2,000. If you're in the Bay Area, that one bedroom is probably $2,000. Fresno, California, the one bedrooms are running $1,500. And that's ridiculous. This is going to be the third world country. We have more people. I see more hungry people in the United States than I see in Ghana. Ghana has to do more to get their daily food, and they pretty much get their daily bread. That's what they call it. They worry about what they're going to eat today, and that's it. We worry about stocking our refrigerators and freezers up for 2 weeks. And if we don't have that money, we don't know what to do, because we don't function with buying food day by day. And I understand, because I grew up shopping once a month or once every 2 weeks, or however it went, depending on how I got paid on whatever job. So yeah, I am going back to Ghana, but just kind of watch what you say. Ghana's a third world country, according to whatever government made them that way. They're not a third world country because they don't have anything. See, that's the issue. Things are taken from them by countries like the US and the UK and whoever is doing it. And I ain't gonna get into details. This ain't high school. I don't know, and I really don't care who's taking what. But it's not that the continent of Africa doesn't have. They have gold, silver, diamonds, rubber, all the best wood you can have, fresh fruits, vegetables. They eat fresh animals. They eat it's a beautiful country. That God gave Africa everything that it needed. Everything that it needed. But you got people taken from that land and taken from their country. And you got people like us talking shit about them all our life. They're poor, they're hungry, they got flies on their face. I've never seen one kid in Ghana with a big stomach and flies all over them. Never. Every kid I know over the age of 3 is in school. Every kid that I know over the age of 3 is in school. So a lot of people talk shit about Ghana or Africa that has never been there, never crossed those waters, never left your damn state. Some people have never left a city. And so just watch what you say, because this very country that you think is so great is headed towards the third world country. It's headed that way. See, one thing I believe and feel is that what God is getting ready to do is raise us up, us, brown people. Y'all gonna see a new situation going on very, very, very soon. If you pay attention, you can already see it. But anyway, I don't really have much to say. But yeah, I'm going back to Ghana. What's gonna happen, I don't know. I can't plan too much because I've planned all I can plan. People say people go over there and don't plan. People do plan when they go over there. Most people with good sense do plan. They make plans, they research, they Google, they look up stuff, Britannica encyclopedia, whatever you have to do. But that doesn't stop you from getting there and things change. People live right here in the United States that's struggling, just like people struggling. People go to Ghana and they end up homeless. People go to Ghana, they end up hungry. People go to Ghana, they end up sick. Shit, that happens right here in the U.S. Right here in the U.S. Meanwhile, you go to the hospital in Ghana, they see you within an hour or so. It doesn't take long. You go to the emergency room in the U.S. and you will probably sit there 5, 6, 7 hours before they call your name. and then won't do shit. They quick to say, "Oh, you have a virus," and send you home. A virus mean they don't know what the fuck you have. Anytime a doctor has told me I have a virus, to me they're telling me they don't know what I have. So let's just stop judging Africa, especially if you've never been over there. Yes, people get over there and struggle, and instead of us wishing them well and praying for them and helping them out, we get on the internet and talk shit about they living in huts, they're pissing. Somebody said they piss in the middle of the street. No, they don't. I've never seen no African piss in the middle of the street. Yes, they pee outside, because guess what? They're not inhibited like us. They don't, truthfully, even in the United States, we don't know when we're going to have to piss or shit. All of us has had to pee one day at one time and couldn't find a bathroom because you got to pay to get in this one. This one doesn't work. This one's out of order. This business don't have a bathroom. So stop acting like y'all ain't never had to go behind a tree or a bush or been down by your car somewhere and pee. Why is that so different for Africans? So what? Some of them shower outside. One lady said they don't have bathrooms, they shower. They do have bathrooms. They have showers, bathrooms. Some do, some don't. Just like in the U.S., some people have showers and bathrooms, and some homeless people don't. Well, Ghana's people that showering outside, they're not homeless. That's just their culture. But you don't know that because your ass ain't never been over there and you don't know shit. You just want to be talking and running your mouth. Anyway, I love y'all. If I have something else to say, I will be back.